to Loretta Oberhein's Transatlanticism. This is alcohol on Yupo, Y-U-P-O, which is a synthetic paper. And it's a very beautifully, very fragile feeling, geometric, and sort of an emotional, a feeling of emotional separation. I looked up Transatlanticism, and really all I could find was that it was the name of an album. I forget the artist whose record album it was, but this feels a lot like seashells on the beach. There's a kind of forebodingness to it. It feels like a mask. It has a very in and out, see-through-ish feel. Beautiful blue paint in and out of it. Very nice piece.
I have a question about the Yupo. I have a question from Cynthia Schechter and from Marcelata. What is the medium? Tell us the medium.
It's alcohol and Yupo, Y-U-P-O.
It's
So
alcohol
Yupo,
ink. It's alcohol ink and Yupo paper.
Yeah. So how is that done?
So alcohol ink is a medium that is this here, and you use a high concentration of rubbing alcohol to move the ink itself around the Yupo paper, which is a synthetic. And then what I do is I manipulate the Yupo paper with a small butane torch and a soldering knife, and I melt it into, it's funny you say that looks like a mask. I call these my heart series. So for me, they're my hearts. I had a traumatic brain injury 7 years ago, so I have a problem with my memories. And whenever I make these hearts, I kind of go into like a meditative state, and they help bring back memories for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So the Transatlanticism is an album from a band, Death Cab for Cutie.
Right.
And it's about being kind of in a relationship, whether it's friends or people or yourself, and feeling lost. And it's a very delicate stage of which a lot of us were in the beginning of this pandemic when everyone was closed off, and feeling a bit lost and separated. And the idea of Transatlanticism was being almost across the Atlantic from someone else and feeling distant, and you couldn't just reach out and touch somebody, which in this beginning of this pandemic, none of us were able to actually be able to do. So each piece of those were actually tiny little circles that I burnt and manipulated and then hot glued together, which formed this kind of seashell, kind of delicate looking heart.
Ginger asks, is it 3D?
Yes, it is. Yes. So it's kind of hard, I know, to see on a video because it looks very two-dimensional, but when you look at them, they're actually three-dimensional. It's more of a sculptural piece that I will then mount onto a canvas. So it just stays more structurally sound, and you're able to then place it on a wall instead of worrying where to put it.
Beautiful piece. Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, around the corner, we have an oil painting by the artist Robert Texter, and it's called The Eyes Have It.